निहायती वाजिबुल एहतराम बुजुर्ग वडेरा नंढा जतरा भी वठाइए, because this masjid is associated with the Hindi Jamaat, it's wajib for us to have a mixture of Hindi for the benefit of the Hindi listeners and speakers. सबसे पहले तो अल्लाह का करोड़न करोड़ एहसान है जिसने हमको अपने फजल से और अपने करम से नबी अकरम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम की उम्मत में पैदा फरमाया. This is only due to the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that He's given us an opportunity through His grace that we are born from the ummah of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. और हमारे लिए ये बाइस फ़ख्र है कि इस उम्मत के लिए पीछे आने वाले अंबिया और मुरसलीन जो थे, किसी ने इस उम्मत में शामिल होने की दुआ की या उम्मत के साथ कोई निस्बत रखने की दुआ की या रब से ये मांगा कि आखिरी नबी पैदा हो तो मेरी नस्ल में पैदा हो, यानी कुछ न कुछ निस्बत रसूल से तमाम अंबिया और मुरसलीन जो पहले आए हुए थे सब ने रब से मांगा. लेकिन हम अल्लाह के फजल से इस उम्मत में पैदा हुए हैं बिन मांगे. The previous prophets and messengers who came, every single one of them would look for an association with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Previous prophets and messengers would ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that either the Prophet be born in their lineage, or they would become from the ummah, from the community of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or they have an association with the Rasul, our Rasul. Nabiyyina wa nabiyyukum Sayyidul Khalq, Sayyidina Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. But without specifically asking from Allah, Allah has given this to us. Do we truly value what we have from Allah? This ever-changing world that we're living in, every single moment that passes, globally, an event will take place which affects Muslims. Hatta al-yawm, up until today, we've all heard what's going around the world. This for us, number one, it's a sign from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that kullu amr, every decision is under the command of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That's the first thing we need to keep in mind always. Allah knows what's happening. Allah is aware of everything. At the same time, we need to realize that what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam had prophesied, everything he had prophesied, we are seeing it happen before our own eyes in this day and age. इसमें दो बातें ज़हन के अंदर रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है. I can see, मैं यहाँ देख रहा हूँ कुछ तकरीबन हमारे भाई हैं इंडिया या पाकिस्तान से ताल्लुक़ रखते हैं, तो आपके लिए खुसूसी इंशाल्लाह उर्दू के अंदर कि इसमें दो बातें ज़हन के अंदर रखना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि दुनिया में आज जो भी हो रहा है ये सब अल्लाह की मर्ज़ी से हो रहा है. दूसरा कि अल्लाह के रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम ने जो इरशाद फरमाया बिलखुसूस जिसे अलामतुस्साअ कहते हैं, द साइंस ऑफ द डे ऑफ जजमेंट, ये सब आज हमारे सामने जाहिर हो रहा है. तो एक मुसलमान के लिए ये दलील काफ़ी है. फॉर अ मुस्लिम दिस इटसेल्फ इज़ अ साइन इनफ कि अल्लाह के रसूल सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम अल्लाह के सच्चे रसूल हैं. इन्होंने जो कहा वो होकर रहा. Whatever the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam prophesied, we are seeing it happen before our eyes in this day and age. And this itself is a sign enough that he is the true prophet of God sallallahu alaihi wasallam. If we genuinely believe that he is the true prophet of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we should try our utmost best to bring our habits in line with the sharia of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. What we've just heard in the recitation in the text of Mawlud compiled by Imam al-Barzanji, within there is the seerah of the Prophet, the narrations leading up to the birth of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and everything that we've just heard, this is the truth. Further on, if you would read in the same text, in the Mawlud of Imam al-Barzanji, or the Imam Habashi, or Imam al-Taba'i, or Diya al-Lami', any of the Mawlid texts, all the narrations you would read, this isn't just a historical tale. It's a haqiqah. It's a reality. This actually happened. And they are evident signs globally today which prove that he is the true prophet of God. Now, because of time restraint, and we have ulama and mashayikh here who can speak better than I ever will, I just want to remind myself and remind you that what does it actually mean to be a Muslim in this day and age? Mufakkirul Islam, Sayyidina Al-Habib Abu Bakr Al-Adni, rahimahumullah ta'ala wa nafanallahu bih. Allah make us benefit through him. The great Mufakkir of Islam, who passed on in these few years. He said, in which means, in this day and age, if a believer, if a Muslim is able to perform 5 times salah, khamsa salah, you fast in the month of Ramadan, and you give your zakah, and when you become eligible, you do hajj, then there is no one better than you on the face of the earth in this day and age. And he said what? That this can be al-alama, a sign of wilaya with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Walakin, the ulama here will tell you, in the past, to become a wali of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, a zuhud, yes, abstention, ibadah, riyada, everything you can think of, and even more. And then, هذا من فضل ربي. This is by the grace of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. A Muslim doesn't go out to become a wali. If Allah chooses to make anyone his wali, it's fadl. This is the grace of Allah, but this was for the past. But in this day and age, अज जे ॾींहं में अगर ऐं 5 टक नमाज बि पढ़ंदा ने, रमज़ान जा रोजा रखंदा ने, ज़कात ॾींदा ने, हज कंदा ने, त आंचरो अज जे ॾींहं में कोई वली न आहे. कोड़े लाइ. Why? What's the reason? Because this is the age of fitan wal malahib. This is the age of fitna. This is the age of chaos. Protect your deen. Be sincere to the mawlud, the dhikr mawlud in Nabawi Sharif. Be sincere to it. The mawlid is not just for Rabi'ul Awwal. Bring the mawlid into your life every single day. Practice the deen of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This in reality is practicing the mawlid. Ki Muhammad se wafa tune, to hum tere hain. Ye jahan cheez hai kya, loho qalam bhi tere hain. Wa ma alayna illa balagul mubin wal afwan min.